What's up guys, it's TheTriGuy here. We have some funny stories, we have some race news, and we have some cool ways to get ready for races that Gwen Jorgensen is using. So stick around for TTG news. So the first story I want to talk about is kind of a funny one. It doesn't have too much to do with triathlon, but I think you guys will be able to relate to it since I feel like this kind of stuff may happen in triathlon races too. So in the TT stage of the Tirreno Adriatico race, Peter Sagan is going down the road and somebody is just walking across a crosswalk with their dog, just like some old lady I think, and he ended up having to dodge her in a really funny way. It was kind of weird how he decided to go to the left of her into what I think is like an actual bike path instead of going to the right. I feel like I would just gone around her to the right because obviously she's walking to the left. But whatever, it's kind of a weird thing. But I feel like in triathlon sometimes the courses just aren't really set up properly. People aren't really watching, and sometimes you get people in cars or people just walking kind of in the way of the bike course or the run course, and it can be kind of annoying. But it's kind of crazy that this happened in such a high-end race that somehow they messed up and didn't manage to block off that crosswalk, or I don't know, maybe it was just so fast that they weren't ready for him yet and they hadn't blocked off the course yet. Kind of a funny little video. I'm glad no crashes or anything happened, and it all kind of ended up being okay. He didn't seem like he was too mad about it either, so that's good. Next up, I read a little article about Gwen Jorgensen and how she prepared for the Rio Olympics race, and she used virtual reality to help her know the bike course a lot better. So basically she practiced the bike course, someone went out and filmed it, and then she could just go at home, put on the virtual reality like thing, and just watch the course and go through the whole course and basically just memorize it, learn how to do every single corner, and without having to fly out there or without having to actually do it every time. I think this is a really good idea, especially for triathlon or cycling, where you're going through the course really fast. Every single corner is important and you have to know how to turn and try to do it the fastest way. So if you can have that practice at home of watching the course and not having to go out there and spend a lot of money to go out there, spend a lot of time getting ready, whatever, closing off the course also, because most of the time they're on roads that aren't always going to be closed. No idea this was actually going on, but apparently that's how she got ready for the Olympics in Rio, and I'm sure she'd be able to use that to do Ironmans or do any other race really. Next up, I want to talk about a couple Ironman races that went down. One in Subic Bay. That one looked like an awesome race, especially for the men's race, which ended up being pretty close. I think the winner won by about 20 seconds or so, 25 seconds. The winner for that was Ruud Wild. Second was Greg Alexander, and Timothy James Reed got third. For the women's race, it was not quite as close. Radka Kelledfelt got first place, and she won by about 3 minutes over Carolyn Claudia Steffen and Dimity Lee Du. So again, another awesome Ironman race. This was just a 70.3, by the way, not an Ironman. I've been kind of interchanging the terms, but this was just 70.3. There was also another race in Buenos Aires with Lionel Sanders winning for the men and Haley Chura winning for the women. So that's about all the news I have for you guys today, but I want to update you guys on what's going on with my new bike, since I'm sure you guys are probably wondering. I still haven't sold my wheels. I haven't really bought anything, but I'm definitely thinking about what I'm going to be buying. I have the prices that I can get for a P3 and for a Speed Concept. Those are probably the two options that I'm going to go for, since they fall right in my price category. Of course, since I work at a bike shop, I get huge discounts over what you guys would be able to see as prices, so I can't really reveal what all those prices are either. I'm not really allowed to, but I'm just gonna say that it's about the same price that I sold my bike for. So if you watched the video about how much I sold my bike for, you'll be able to see what the prices are approximately. They might be a little bit over, a little bit under. And if they are a little bit under, depending on which bike I choose with which components, that's gonna leave me a little bit more room for buying new wheels, since I do wanna sell these and get 11-speed wheels that are also gonna be have a little bit wider rims, which are more aerodynamic. Since these are a little bit older, I believe they're 2011 or 2010 models. That was back when they thought having narrower rims was more aero, but now apparently they're telling us that now having wider rims is more aero. So I'm gonna go ahead and believe them and buy some new wheels that are a little bit wider and that are 11 speed, which is the main issue, is that I want 11 speed and I don't want to spend money to upgrade these wheels to 11 speed since they're already older, and I might as well just sell them, buy something new. So that is the plan for me. I am kind of stuck between the Speed Concept and the P3. The Cannondale Slice is kind of a thought, but it is probably going to be too expensive because they don't have as good of deals for employees that Cervelo and Trek have. So I have a bit of an idea and I want to bounce it off you guys. I think it would be pretty cool. I think you guys would like it. I want to make a video, and at the end of the video, or at some point in the video, there would just be a poll and you guys can decide which bike that I buy. So I'm really undecided between the Speed Concept and the P3, and I would love to hear exactly what you guys want. Since this is gonna be on the channel a lot, the new bike, I'm gonna show it off. I'm gonna show you probably how I put it together, how I put the wheels on it, how I set it up for me, and I'm gonna get a bike fit on it for sure at the shop that I work at. And I hope you guys are gonna be interested in that. And if you guys could decide which bike I buy and which bike you're gonna see all this on, I think that'd be a really cool idea. And I have a feeling you guys are probably leaning towards the P3, but take a look at both bikes before you vote and decide which one you want. But if you guys are interested in doing a poll where you just choose which bike I buy, leave a comment down below letting me know, leave a like, and maybe I will do that sometime next week or the week after. So that's all the news for this week. That's all the updates on the channel. What's going on with me, what's going on in the triathlon world, and what's going on with my new bike. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next week, and never stop trying.